Here we go again. Another cheap Chinese homage watch. It was my first reaction when I saw this watch. Then I sat back and realized that if I'm bringing you a review of the Seestern Titanium, it deserves my objective and dispassionate consideration. That's just what I'll give you on this episode of Adventures with Time. I received this Seestern Titanium, which is on loan to me, not having researched this watch or the brand. I opened the box and stared at the watch. Okay, it looks nice. Clean, readable dial with a deep blue sunburst base, matching blue diver's bezel, and brushed titanium case. Seems to be a high beat movement. A good-looking watch. But I wasn't excited, as I usually get when first sighting a new watch. I just felt, well, meh. Maybe because I knew this was one of the plethora of inexpensive Chinese homage watches, and it looks like so many of the other divers' watches. Yes, it's undoubtedly a homage to the Tudor Pelagos, virtually identical in all visual aspects. Do you think that is what is polluting my opinion? We could argue whether homage is the correct term or if copy is more appropriate. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Instead, let me give you the facts about this watch and then discuss my opinion. Actually, let me reverse that order. A couple of years ago, I decided to see what these inexpensive homage watches were all about. I published this video where I compared one to my Tudor Black Bay 58. I didn't then, and I will not now, tell you to get a homage watch, nor will I advise you staying away from these types of watches. Everyone has different tastes, goals, and situations, and homage watches have their place in the watch world. But what is it about this watch that dampens my interest? Sure, it has a few interesting and worthy attributes, like the 3D luminous hour indices and the titanium case and bracelet. Also, I'm sure you would agree that we can't complain about the price tag of $299 US. But there just isn't anything that excites me about this watch. Do you know what I mean? Do you feel that way? Though we could find faults with this watch, as with virtually any watch, as a Pelagos homage, it is respectable. I think I've just seen too many similar watches. I'm sure you've been on the AliExpress website and seen all of the homage watches. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Chinese-made homage watches. But it's like going into one of those huge candy stores with all the different types of candies. There are so many items to choose from that none seem to stand out. Now, I love watches. I love experiencing new watches. I just need to try to enjoy the individual ones for what they have to offer. So let me tell you what the Seestern Titanium watch has to offer. I had the blue dial version with the Seagull FT2130 movement. It's also available with a black dial and with the Seiko NH38 movement at a slightly reduced price. The case is about 39 millimeters, but including the bezel, it is a 40 millimeter watch. One of the value props of this watch is the titanium grade 2 case and matching bracelet. I find the bracelet to be reasonable, with a taper from the 20 millimeter lug width down to 16 millimeters at the medium-sized clasp, with 3 micro-adjust positions. This titanium composition keeps this watch to a fairly light 98 grams. This watch does have an attractive dial. Of course, you get the Tudor-style hands with the snowflake hour hand. And with this Seagull high beat movement, the second hand sweeps nicely around this deep blue dial. Another nice and uncommon aspect of this dial are the applied indices, which are actually solid 3D blocks of luminous material. These not only provide a rich look in low light environment, they give depth to the dial in normal viewing conditions. This counteracts the rather dull finish of the titanium case. Complementing the dial is the blue diver's bezel with a highly reflective finish. All in all, what the Seestern Titanium provides you is an affordable diver's watch that is a homage to the Tudor Pelagos with a few interesting design elements. If you want a Pelagos homage, this may be the watch for you. If you want an affordable dive watch, this may be the watch for you. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. However, it's interesting to compare how I feel about this Seestern Titanium with my thoughts on the Nomadic Marai. Take a look at this video here and then let me know if you think the Marai offers a different type of value proposition than the Seestern. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.